Hey, welcome to another episode of the Blerd podcast, a space where we have unfiltered conversations and nerd out about fatherhood, talk about all kinds of things. So yeah, we're back again. We're back with another episode 25, and we're going strong. Things have been good. Baby is growing. Baby is he's good, man. He's making strides. He's holding his head up high. He started yelling. He started singing. He's doing all kinds of cool things. So I'm happy with the little dude. We got to watch our first football game together. That was great. We got to watch our second game. He got to witness the disappointment of the Eagles losing, which I'm sure our guest tonight will talk about. Before we get to that, we're going to talk a little bit about our sponsor, who is always They Made Me Wear It, theymademewearit.com. It's a husband and wife team on a mission to discover your dog's fashionable side, whether it's a Halloween costume, adorable dress, comfy jammies, or a custom designer gown. Your fur baby will love wearing the latest fashions. Also, when shopping in their store, you're contributing to Hope for Paws, an animal rescue organization working tirelessly to save the lives of abandoned animals. So what are you waiting for? Go ahead and visit theymademewearit.com. Use code word blerd for 15% at checkout. As you may have noticed, I am just rushing through our intro. Usually I'll ramble on about some things that are going on in life, but I don't want to do that today. Today, I want to get right to our guest because he helped us jump off this podcast. It started right here with him, helped us get the format down because we talked to him and had so much fun. So I'm going to bring him back in again. I am, of course, talking about my college roommate, Marques Alex, a good friend of mine. You know what I'm saying? We've been through a lot. There's been a lot that we've been through, and now he's here to chop it up with me again. So welcome to the show, Mr. Marques Alex. What's going on, Keith?
What up? What up?
What's going on, man? How you doing? See, look, you didn't have to come in all disrespectful, rocking the whole Niners gear and all that.
I don't understand. What do you mean by that?
The whole Niners gear. You know how I feel. You know it's upsetting that they just lost.
Oh, did you happen to catch the match? The match yesterday?
I caught the match.
With your son, right? With Morgan, you and Morgan, you guys watched it together?
Yeah, man. It was I don't know. That was harsh. That was hard on the soul. He got to experience the disappointment that I've experienced as an Eagles fan, like, because we were up, you know what I'm saying? Everything was feeling good. I was like, okay, here we go. We starting the season off right. We just killed the Falcons. We already up, like, we were supposed to be up like 10-0. That's what it looked like it was going to be. And then it just kind of unraveled in the second half, slowly but surely.
There wasn't a whole lot of scoring going on in the first half, you know.
Not at all.
Kind of trying to figure out what that was about. But
I mean, the Eagles were kind of, look, they looked like they were dominating up front for the first half. It looked like, it was like, damn, they look like they might get the 40. Like, it looked like the Niners had nothing for them first half.
There was some people that picked Philly to win the game, you know. Niners didn't have their top corner, you know, Raheem Mostert out for the season, that kind of stuff going on. But, 17 points, that's not the calling card of a Kyle Shanahan offense. That's not enough to get it done usually, but we'll take it. We'll take the win.
Hey, right. I mean, that definitely hurt our average because our average was like, we started out 32 points and then all of a sudden it's just like 3.
The Eagles definitely left some points on the board.
Oh, quite a few. There's a couple of touchdowns called back. Oh man. But you know what? I guess I got to introduce him to disappointment some way. We had such an up day the last game, you know what I mean? Like the Eagles were just crushing him. And I was just happy he was bopping around. This time he was just sitting there like, is this what it is, Daddy? Is this what you signed me up for?
Yeah. Yeah.
So
I was kind of shook before the game started because I was just, Philly's got some speed on the outside and everything like that.
Yeah, they're definitely young now, like super young. So what's been going on, man? What's going on with you? How's life doing? How's life as a black daddy?
Man, life is good. Can't complain. Just grinding. The daily grind with the work. Kids. My kids play sports a decent amount, so there's that piece. You don't know about that yet, but you will.
No. And, what's the COVID scene like? Because I know Texas, like, they don't care. Is it scary out there or what? Because you look on the news, it's like everything's falling apart. But then you go places like, nah, everybody's chilling here. We're out here eating barbecue, playing baseball, America's pastime. Like nobody's caring. What's going on in Texas?
Texas is definitely one of those places where they're definitely not doing the California thing, sports wise with the basketball, which was indoors, or last year, or not last year, but originally, well, maybe it was last year, but originally they were, they had kind of pulled the bleachers out of where my son plays. It's a huge facility, probably 10, 11 basketball courts. And some other stuff going on. It's basically, like a humongous warehouse, right? They have pulled the bleachers out and, one parent per kid, space it out, but they put them back in and, it's pretty much just, it's whatever over there. My daughter plays softball. We're outdoors, so you're able to kind of keep your distance a lot easier. Obviously a lot less contact between the girls playing softball, really none at all. Except when they're sitting in the dugout.
They don't slide or nothing. They don't have the collisions at the plate or none of that.
Not so much. I mean, they get in there and do that, but that's few and far between, I would say.
It's like a younger age, because I feel like the younger age groups, they're not at the level where like it really matters. So they're not like diving and hustling and you know what I mean? Like really going for it. Like that, or maybe I'm wrong. I don't know. That's just how I viewed it. Like when they're at a young age, they're not diving for the ball. They're kind of just like, well, if the other team gets it, the other team gets it.
They get after it, but it's not life or death. Nobody's giving up their body. Well, no, I would say. I mean, we got some outfielders, that'll lay out for them. Them catches out there. A couple of them, they do some pretty athletic stuff, but it's not there yet. With the they're just not old enough, strong enough yet. But they, probably in the next couple of years they'll get there with that. The boys are like 8. They're 8 or 9. So we're not seeing all that yet.
I feel like when I was, because I coached a little bit, like youth league things. I feel like the boys were the ones who were more like kind of like timid about it. You know what I'm saying? When they were playing, and then the girls were like seriously like going after it, like at like the young age. You know what I'm saying? Like really like wrestling balls away and all that. Where the boys are kind of just like it was like I don't know. Maybe it's just the area I was, but it's like it seems like the girls were a little bit more fierce. Like they pick it up quicker.
They do pick up. They pick things up, quicker. Girls do, they're just for whatever reason they do that. So I could see it, it does get a little bit testy, from time to time with the girls and those type of contact sports. I would agree with you there.
Yeah, man. Yeah, I gotta thank you for hopping on here the first time though, because it was when I was first starting out, and I was like, man, what am I going to do? Am I just going to be like talking to myself for the thing? And then you just so happened to call, and then like I patched you in, and I was like, oh, maybe this is what I'll do. Just do, bring on one guest. We'll just chop it up. We'll just talk about random things.
How many episodes have you done?
This is the 25th. Actually, this is the 26th episode, but we're still officially naming it the 25th episode because the guest that we were supposed to have on for the 25th episode got busy or whatever, and then wasn't able to make it. So we scrapped that one. If you're a big fan of the show and somebody asks you like, oh, how many episodes? It's like, well, officially it's 26 episodes, but there was a 25th episode that they had to cancel. Anyway, so long story short, this is the 25th episode. You
bring a guest on every time, that kind of thing.
Yeah, and then we just chop it up. We've had some really interesting things. We were just talking about, we talked talked about the birth thing because we had the home birth. You know, I don't even know if I talked to you about it, but I'm sure people are tired of hearing about it because you know I'm a big advocate for home birth. So we did a little talking about that.
You're a big advocate. You're a big advocate. Okay.
Yeah. I mean, I like if you're gonna have another one, I think you should have it at home. You should plan it. Are you afraid of having it in the? It's not messy or anything.
I'm not having no more. You having another one?
Oh yeah, sure. Why not? This one is going well. So I feel like Steph might beg to differ. She's tired. You know what I'm saying? Like, but no, I think we both have talked about it. We both definitely want to probably try to have another one if for no other reason to have somebody for him to play with. You know what I mean? Like, have when you're like an only child, it's kind of a lonely life. You know what I'm saying? You start doing adult shit. He's going to be wearing sweaters and stuff, quoting the Wall Street Journal.
How long are y'all going to wait before you have another one?
I'm ready to go right now. You know what I'm saying? Apparently Stephanie has to heal, but I'm trying to pop another one in now. No, I mean, I don't know. Maybe like another 6 months or something like that. Okay. Just so they're close in age, you know what I'm saying? Yep. Me and my sister are like a year apart, so that was kind of dope because we pretty much grew up together. Like literally, I don't really have any memories like before, like when I didn't know her. Like she's always been, there, and for the same thing for me. You know what I'm saying? We've always been in close proximity. So I feel like having that for him would be just dope. Yeah, shout out Gabby. I don't know if she's watching right now. She's super busy, with work and everything. But we had Karan on. You remember Karan? He's a politician now. So we talked a little bit of politics.
Yeah, I remember Karan. No Karan.
Yeah. I don't know, man. I feel like you get older. I know
you, Karan.
You get older, you start having kids, you start forgetting people.
Taking pictures with Hillary,
But yeah, Karan just got. I think he just got married again. His kid is like 16. So I feel like Karan was one of the first people that I know to have a kid, like out of our friend group or whatever. Like kind of right out of college, like soon after college, boom, kids. Aside from the people who had kids in high school,
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
So I don't know. I've been thinking about that lately. Like I kind of want to push Morgan to have a kid younger so I could be a granddad sooner. Cause I'm like 40. Like I won't be able to experience the granddad life if he doesn't, if he don't start young.
No pressure.
Would you say no pressure?
No pressure, Morgan.
But yeah, so Karan was on here for a minute talking politics. Had the midwives on there. Had my buddy Trey on here. He was talking about like financial literacy and all that type of stuff, credit scores and all that, which is great because I'm trying to buy a house. That's not going. That's. I thought it would be easy like buying a car, but apparently there's all these hoops you have to jump through.
There's definitely stages. It's a process for sure.
Yeah, dude. How? Yeah. See, but you've gone through all that. You're like established now.
I am the owner of a home, if that's what you want to call established. Yeah.
You got a man cave.
I do have what amounts to a man. With the space that I have here, my garage is definitely a space where you can, kick it and, whatever. Got your little sports memorabilia up on the wall and that kind of stuff. I got some Virginia Tech, some Radford stuff.
Okay.
My wife is an OU fan, Oklahoma fan. So we got the little, I don't know what you call the banners.
The Boomer Sooner joints.
Yeah. The little triangles, what you call them. I can't remember.
You know what I'm going to talk to is Miss Suter. You remember Miss Suter, Carol Suter from Broad Run, teacher?
I know the name. What did she?
She was an English teacher.
Okay. No, I don't
back at Broad Run. About to have her come through, but she's a big Oklahoma fan. She's also a Bruce Springsteen fan. I remember because, huh?
You still keep in touch with her?
Yeah, on Facebook we talk. She was like one of my favorite teachers. So we'll chit chat a bunch of times. I remember because she used to talk about how she liked Bruce Springsteen, and I don't know if you remember this dude like Brad something or other. He's he was a Brad. He looks like a Brad, but he tried to be funny. He was like, Bruce Springsteen sucks, and she was like, with no hesitation, was immediately like, get out. Like stone, like not just like, I'm not even joking, leave, go to the principal's office now. And I was like, yo, respect.
The suitors, like, we're not having it at all.
It was the most savage thing ever. It's like, you are not talking about Bruce Springsteen in my class. I don't care who you are. And he was like shocked. Everybody just looked at him like, oh, I guess she's serious though.
Wow.
Oh man. But yeah, man. So we've had a plethora of different people come through, you know what I'm saying? And reminiscing, just talking. I'm gonna have a couple of my friends come through talking about some cosplay stuff, dressing up, doing like the Comic-Con stuff. You don't do no Comic-Con stuff. You go to the Comic-Cons with the kids?
No. Mm-mm.
You never tried it? You should do it.
Where is that? Is that the same place every year? Everywhere.
They have Comic-Cons in just about every state. I'm pretty sure in Texas they probably have a big one. People come out, you dress up like, I could see you as like a Lando Calrissian or something. You know what I'm saying? Like you could, you could. I see you as a Lando type, like a Star Wars. I don't know what that is. What is that? What is Lando? You don't know Star Wars? Lando Calrissian?
Oh, what is that?
Billy D. Williams?
Yeah. Fuck you, man. Ain't right, bro.
What you talking about? I'm saying, but no, I dressed up like Falcon. Remember Falcon and Winter Soldier from like Marvel? So I dressed up with the wings and everything. I had the wings that came out. They were like mechanical. You could like bring them out.
You did that.
Yeah.
You bought the wings?
used to do it. I used to do the cosplay joint.
You did. I missed all of that.
Yeah, dude. Hey, listen. Like after I got divorced, there was a moment in time where I was trying a lot of things. That was a new venture.
Yeah. How long did that last? When was this? When did this happen? You was in the cosplay? Like what?
I'm still in the cosplay. Like if this thing lets up, I'm gonna be out there. We were supposed to do a comedy show out in at Awesome Con. I still go to the cons, like Comic-Con, like San Diego Comic-Con and New York Comic-Con. Like I would go to them and like cover them like as press. Like we would interview people, talk to people, you know what I'm saying?
Okay. I wasn't hip to that, but that's cool though. But you meet a lot of cool people, different people, just chopping it up. I mean, that's pretty cool. I mean, I might enjoy going. I don't know if I dress up. I don't know. What did you dress up as? The same thing every time? You switch it up?
No, you do different ones. Like I'll do like Black Panther. I did Falcon for a little bit. But you choose them. And the thing is, like, some people, like, they'll build. You'll have one, you'll have a cosplay, and then you do your first one, and you're like, damn, you'll see everybody else, because people get, like, all decked out. Like, this one dude had a Ghostbusters joint, and he had a real ghost in it. Like people get super hype for this. They get, like mechanized things. Somebody built like the Iron Man, the big Hulkbuster Iron Man with like all the robotics or whatever, where you could actually like walk in it. Like people go all out.
Where did you get your costume?
I made it with some other cosplayers. We made it.
Okay, so went out, bought the materials.
Yeah, you buy the material, put them together. But that's the thing, people like you could do it as basic as like just having like a vest that kind of looks like the guy that you're trying to dress up like. But then you go there and you see everybody else decked out, and how they like people will build their own swords and build their helmets and stuff. And then you'll see all that and you're like, man, so then you'll just add to yours. And then the next con that you go to, it's a little bit better. And then you build it out a little bit more, and then, so people will build like their outfits for like, a few cons, like a few seasons or a few weeks or whatever.
How many have you been to? You still have all of these costumes in your closet?
Yeah, I mean, I think I did away with some of the costumes because we didn't have any room because this kid takes up so much space. So I had to do away. But as soon as we get a house, I think I'm gonna start rebuilding again. You know, I'd love to have a little workshop, you know, where we build things, put things together, you know what I'm saying? Show them how to fabricate things.
You were Black Panther. Who else were you?
Falcon.
Okay, I don't know. Okay.
So those were my main two. I did Luke Cage. Had Luke Cage for a minute. I did, you know, Creed, Michael B. Jordan. Michael B. Jordan's Creed.
Okay, so you have to be a comic book. Oh, or Creed is a comic book.
No. I mean, it's not. But you can just do whatever character from like popular culture, movies, TV that you want to. So you know what I'm saying. Whoever you rock with, you could. You know what I'm saying. You could be Garoppolo if you wanted to.
Jimmy G, rolling there, Jimmy G with the okay.
Yo, you should do it though. Look, I can see you out there. Look, I could already see in your eyes. It's like lighting up a little bit, like you getting excited.
No, I don't know. I like to maybe I could just go and kind of just peep from the distance and kind of see how that goes. But you know,
I feel like the first time
I like people watching.
You should do it though. Like you should do it for that reason. Like the first time, because I was going there and I was like just interviewing people. And then from that, I would see everybody and it was fun looking at everybody like dressing up and whatnot. So I was like, all right, let me try my hand at it. And then I knew some other people were like, yeah, you got to cosplay. And so then they helped me put together my joint. Cause at first I was like, maybe. And they're like, no, you're definitely going to do it. And then they started to be like, look, I drew up a schematic for the wings. And then, you know what I mean? They started like going in cause you know, they're really about it. And then I just was like, all right, cool. And then I started, like chipped in a little bit like, all right, let's do it like this. And then the joint ended up being like pretty legit. I think it looked pretty legit. And then it was just kind of fun. And you go to a bunch of cons, people like it, especially when you put a little bit more effort into it. Because my wings actually went out. People were like, oh, respect, because the wings actually come out. So, yeah, that was dope. But yeah, you should do it. You should just go to one. Because I'm sure, are your kids into comic books and stuff?
My son is. He does quite a bit of that.
Yeah, listen, take him to one of these cons just as a surprise. Don't tell him you're going to do it. Just like be like, yeah, get your stuff, and then take him to one of these cons. Right? It'll be a moment that he'll never forget, and it'll be one of those moments like I always remember Dad. Da, 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 da. It'll be kind of like a cool experience for him.
Okay. All right.
I'm telling you, I'll send you a link to like one of the cons that are in your area or whatever. But you know, you like take them to the little joint. You go there. You know, they get little artwork. They could get comic books. They could get T-shirts. But you know, all the little knickknacks or whatever. And then you just see everybody how they're interacting. It's kind of dope.
So they're like all over the place. Are they all like the same weekend?
Nah.
They're staggered. So people go to like.
It's a season.
Comic-Cons. You can go to like multiple Comic-Cons, or people probably do go to multiple ones. Okay.
Yeah, it's like a season. You know what I mean? Like they'll be like, oh, okay, this is happening now, and then this one's happening one weekend, one's happening another weekend, and then they have different ones that have different themes. You know what I mean? Like they have a Walking Dead, like a zombie con or something like that, and they have like, you know, ones that are specifically for anime, and then there's the big ones that are like just everything. Awesome Con is like one of those. It's like a everything. That's the one in DC, and then you have and then you have ones just, you know, different places that that cater to different fan groups. There's like a Doctor Who Con. Like if you like Doctor Who, Trekkies, I think the Trekkies have their own joint, you know what I'm saying? Where it's just people who like Star Trek, you know? I'm telling you, yo, I just thought about this. I'm gonna say, as a matter of fact, when's your birthday again? Tell me your birthday.
July 21st.
Okay, so I already missed it, but when's his birthday? Oh shit, I'm talking all of your business out here. Anyways, offline, tell me when his I don't know. What's your social security number? What's your
the identity thieves? They already got me. They got me now.
No, but I'll have to send y'all to one of these cons or whatever, so y'all can go out there, because I feel like it's a really cool experience. Like, it's something that I wish that I would have done when I was younger, because I mean, they didn't really have them until later, but I wish it was around when I was like,
The problem is we didn't have the internet like that. The information, like, it's you could just be, where's this? When is this? Boom, boom, boom. 10 seconds. You already know.
Yeah. Well, and then also, like, it's grown. Like, so there'll be a con one year, it'll be like, 100 people. Next year, it'll be like 2,000. Then it'll be like 5,000. And then it just blows up to where it's like tens of thousands of people showing up for these joints. But it's kind of cool. And then once you get in, you're like, oh, there's a whole like little world, people are involved in, you know what I'm saying? So, you never know. He might start dressing up like a Power Ranger or something around you. You know what I mean? Like, it might spark something.
I don't think I could wear nothing, tight or whatever there, just because that's not, I just don't think I could do it. But I feel like a lot of the costumes, like, to be like accurate, would need to be a little bit tight. That's kind of like what they be wearing.
Spandex. You ain't gonna be on the spandex.
That's a thing.
Hey, look, I was out in spandex for a minute because this was right on this is when I was working out. So I was fit. I was kind of feeling myself. So I was somewhat fit. So I could wear something a little tight.
You were.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? I could rock that, you know what I'm saying?
Are there surely there's photos.
There's probably photos around. Look, I'm telling you, the cream joint that I did was nice. I had like the little 6-pack and everything. I was like, okay, that's the whole reason I did the cream, because I was like, I might not have the 6-pack forever, so I got to get this like photo op that I was like cut. You know what I mean?
Little taco meat out right there and everything too.
Little taco meat showing. It was good. It was good, man. Everybody had a good ass time, dude. But yeah, man, you should look into it. You should get into it. What else is going on? What else is going on in life with you?
What's going on in life, man? Life is, it's work, kids, and then there's sports. Like I said, my kids play sports, so that's it's its own little separate piece. You know what I'm saying? We kind of work and mess with that, or whenever we can. A lot of practice, practice games. My daughter does softball. We do tournaments, you know what I'm saying? So it's like all weekend. That Saturday might be like 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. or something like that.
No, but wait, you can't check out. You can't just drop her off and then like come back.
Nah, can't do it. Can't do it. Not that I haven't, never, but for the most part, I want to see all of that stuff, man. I'm trying to see it,
I feel like that's the juxtaposition. It's like, before you have kids, you're like, man, I got all this stuff I want to do. But then like, once you have them, you're like, actually, I do want to just sit here and watch all this.
Yeah. I passed up on an opportunity last weekend, something that, a guy that I knew, I'm in Texas, right? So like guns are a thing or whatever. And this guy, he offered me opportunity to go. He had like a big booth. He builds guns, sells them big, I don't know, does pretty good business. And he was like,
oh, word?
You want to come and, work in the booth, whatever, I can show you this and that. I'll pay you. I wasn't going to do it, but I wanted to see my daughter play softball more than anything. So I just was like, nah, I ain't gonna miss it. There ain't no way I'm missing it, really, to be honest with you. But it would have been cool if she wasn't playing. I would have definitely done it. But I was like, nah.
But is that opportunity going to come back around? Maybe
not. Maybe.
See, that's what Comic-Con is. It's like gun shows, but for nerds.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I can see that.
It's the same thing.
The gun show is major people watching, bro. Like it's just like that. You gonna see some weird ass people in there too, like all the time.
But when you go to the gun shows, are there people who you're just like, they definitely shouldn't be allowed?
They're there. It's there. It's fun, man. It's the first one I went to. I was like a little bit kind of apprehensive, like, man, who's gonna be up in here? Like, you know what I'm saying? This is gonna be like hillbilly, takeover up in here, which it a little bit is, but for the most part. but there's a lot of, there's a lot of Black people, a lot of Hispanic people.
That's the thing that's crazy, because I went to the joint in Chantilly, right? The little gun show in Chantilly. And I was thinking the same thing. I was like, yo, they're going to be like, what are you doing here, boy? This ain't for you. That's what I was thinking. But there's way more Black people there than I suspected, which made me feel good, because I'm like, all right, cool. We're expressing our gun rights too, which is dope.
A lot of Black people, from what I read, there's a lot of new Black gun owners, in the last 2-3 years, obvious reasons. But that's the thing, I've seen. Well, I went to the gun show 2-3 weeks ago, and I seen some guys that were building, and they had their own booth. They were building guns and selling them, sort of like that. There wasn't that much of that there. So, just seeing some additional representation up there. But it's not like, you go there, hey, I'm in Dallas, Texas, but it's not like you go there and feel uncomfortable in any way. Everybody's just like, it's just cool.
That's what I need. I need to, next time you come out here, if there's a gun show, we should do two things. We should go to Comic-Con and then go to a gun show. I'll help you get your outfit, and then you help me get a gun. Yeah,
without a doubt, man. You come here, man. Shit, they got them going every weekend here, just about.
Really? What's the bullet situation like? Because I know the ammo was a problem for a minute. Is it rebounded a little bit?
The ammo, the whole thing. You know what I mean? You can get guns, man, but you got to have some rocks to throw, right? So the ammunition is the must. So it's all right now. I think there was a executive order. I think Joe Biden and them, they put a sanction or something like that on Russian made goods and services like that. So what they did is they're kind of banning like any ammunition or that comes from Russia, any guns that come from Russia. So really, that's the AK-47 market is what got impacted a lot.
Oh wow!
So you have a lot of people that own AKs. They're not going to be, a lot of the ammo for them is produced over there too. So if you're not able to get AK ammo, then you're going to go to ammo for, kind of like the companion or comparative gun, which is going to be like a AR-15. So you're going to tighten that AR-15 market up, right? More demand for.
So it's like a cascade, kind of.
Yeah. So I have not been ammo shopping in a little bit, but I would imagine it's going to tighten up, like it did, last year or whatever. I would imagine.
Oh, snap.
Put a little pressure on it.
It's worrisome.
And, if you need ammo, yeah, it is worrisome.
I need to get up, because I feel like I've been slacking a little bit on the gun tip. I got like some weapons. I wanted to get a shotgun, but I've held off. And now that I have the kid, I'm like a little bit worried about having the gun in the house. Like, what's up with gun safety? How do you handle that?
I got a big ass gun safe. That's this how I got a big. You got like a Texas level gun safe, not like the little under the big joint. I got a big ass safe. So I can hide. I go, everything's back behind there, other than, my, whatever you're walking around with or whatever. And then, that piece, you do have to, you got to put another additional level of safety in there, game plan. It's just all about knowing where it's at. You just got to have a game plan, man. A routine.
I like it. Yeah. That's I feel like that is something that like worries me, you know what I mean? Like being equipped. But because when I was a kid, I liked to like shoot guns, like pew pew pew, like like toy guns or whatever. But I never actually had the urge to like get like a real gun. So you know what I'm saying? But I don't know if that if I would have been around more real guns, if that would have been like a catalyst to be like, oh, let me see what's up with firing a real joint.
So I agree with that sentiment there. What I try to do, both of my kids have been to the range with me, gone up there, just to kind of see it, be around it. And then, I clean, you got to clean and maintenance your guns. I don't, they're around to see them, take them apart, whatever the pieces. And I put them out in front of the kids. They're both old enough to know what they are, obviously. And, I'll just kind of try to take away the infatuation or the excitement about the gun. I'll let them pick it up,
or like the secrecy behind it or whatever.
I let them, pick it up and hold it and feel the weight of it, so they can know what a real gun feels like versus something fake. And I just don't want to make it be, oh my gosh, this gun thing. I just want to kind of, in a way, normalize it for them. And then,
well, I mean, that's the thing. I mean, when you break it down, like sometimes people feel like, oh, there, there's all this like society or whatever. It's like society's a thin veil. You know what I mean? Like, let the power go out for more than 4 or 5 days. You know what I'm saying? Like things get a little bit dicey, and it's nice to know that you're protected, because a lot of people go through their life without ever having experienced real violence in front of them. You know what I'm saying? Like, not that we came from the hood or anything, but we've seen like real violence. We've seen people get harmed or hurt, and know that someone could want to do something to you. Now, we've never seen, I don't know about you, but I've never seen things like escalate with gun violence. I've never seen it, you know what I'm saying? But I've been close and in around it. I've known people who have gotten shot and things like, so it's like a real thing. You know what I mean? Like, and I feel like there's a lot of people who are like, they feel like a gun thing will never happen, or the need to have a gun will never happen or whatever. And I'm like, I don't agree with that. I think, it's necessary to protect yourself to some degree.
I hope that it never happens like that, but that it won't be me, somebody that's, needs it and ain't got, and can't do nothing, about that. That won't be me.
Right.
I would rather, have it and not need it than need it and not have it,
That's, I actually do need to go, because I went by the armory and I looked for some things, and I was like, it was like one of those things, like it's kind of like your first cosplay experience. Like, let me just watch for a little bit, and then I'll come back and think about it the next time. So it was like that. I feel like if I went in there with somebody who was like, nah, this is what you need to do, because it's like I'm in there and I feel naked almost, because I'm just like, like you're relying on the sales guy. Like, what should I get to the, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know. I feel like I need someone to be like, yo, this is what you need to protect your home. Here you go. Here's the, the buckshot 5,000 or whatever it is.
I mean, I think I bought my first gun about 8 years ago. And for me, I was in a situation where, I didn't feel like my life was in danger, but I definitely felt like I don't know what the other person, actually, I will tell you this. I definitely knew that the other people had weapons, that just the way that just the type of shit that they were talking, I just knew that they had weapons close by. Right. And I was like, this shit's for
there's a certain level of shit talking where you're like, oh, this dude's packing. Like, there's no way he's talking this level of shit.
No doubt about it. Cash shit. And I was like, man.
Oh, he's talking strap shit. He's talking like he's definitely got a strap somewhere.
I went out and bought that shit. The quickness. I was like, I just didn't like it. So that's how
you want to be able to talk back.
That's how it happened for me.
Right. It's like, I want to be able to talk back. Like, it's like you can't really talk shit back when you're out, you're overpowered or out. There's more firepower on the other side.
Nope. So that was me. I kick it up. Now I just try to be responsible. I feel like part of the responsibility is knowing about your weapons. Whatever, break them down, clean them, take care of them. Something's wrong, going to the range, practicing with them, try to get proficient with it. Just don't be out there with a gun and you ain't never shot the motherfucker.
Yeah. Kind of well, the other thing is like, okay, you could be the type of person who's like, all right, I'm never exposing my kids to this. But if you're in Texas, there are other kids who are probably going to have it. And your kid having some degree of like, knowledge around it can help them be like, yo, don't do that. Or, you know what I mean? Like here's a safe, like make sure the safety's on. Like, I feel like kids in situations where like they don't get that training, it's just like, oh, cool. You know what I mean? That's when there's more danger.
I went to the gun show. This was months ago, but several months ago, there was, whoever was, in the booth or whatever, they had their kid, probably like 8, 9 years old, back behind the table. And he was like, "What you need?" And then proceeded to tell me.
Wait, the kid was selling it?
The kid was running the booth, man. Like, he was like,
oh, you don't want to get that, sir.
knowledgeable. Just knew everything all the way, top to bottom. There was no drop off. Like, this little dude was thorough. I ain't gonna lie.
What is it like? What is it like if a little man selling you a weapon? What is that like?
Little, okay, little.
What is going on?
Man, I was like, wow, that's impressive. That's an impressive little dude right there, man. I ain't gonna lie. Knew everything. So.
Wow. Yeah. So we've been talking about just a wealth of things. What's something that you nerd out about?
Nerd out, man. I try to be a nerd. I try to nerd out about, man, I've been on a little bit of a crypto kick, man. I mean, I wouldn't say I nerd out about it, but I just, depending on who you're talking to, you might seem like a nerd, if they don't have an interest in it.
For sure. Hey,
you know what I mean?
I nerd out about very similar things. Although I feel like it's in a weird place now with, like all these regulators are trying to come after it. I'm like, well, it's just free. It's just people trying to exchange value of their own volition without you trying to get involved. I don't know. I think it's a great market or whatever. I feel like more people should be knowledgeable about it. As a matter of fact, I wanted to talk more about it on this show. But I feel like it's I don't know.
I wish I was that guy. I'm not that guy to, really be able to break it down like that. But I try to, get as much info as I can on stuff like that. But that's really it, man. I try to nerd out on the crypto a little bit. I go down rabbit holes, different topics.
It's crazy how deep it goes, right? If you start looking at it, you're just like, oh, damn, this is a whole nother world.
Mm-hmm. Yep, it is. It really is. It's like,
but this world has to do with money, though. That's what's so crazy about it. It's like I feel like after looking at it, it's like, oh, this is why it's hard to buy a house. This is why, you know what I mean? Like this is where investment makes sense. And I don't know. I feel like learning crypto because it's so multidisciplinary. It teaches you about a lot of different things. Teaches you how the economy works. Teaches you technology. You know what I'm saying? Like, I just think it crosses over into so many things. Social networking, all that type of stuff.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. True that. So, true that, brother.
Yeah, man. What else you got going on? Tell the people what do you got going on? You got to like you look like a rapper right now. You got a music video or something that people check.
No, this is just Victory Monday. Victory Monday. I just, this Eagles and Niners thing, this has been going on for, a little bit, man. So,
yeah, remember back in the day when we used to have what you call it? We used to have battles playing like 2K.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
Like we would go to class and then we'd come back and have like an all-night battle on 2K.
McNabb versus Garcia. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and then Shorty would come in there with whoever randomly he chose to rock with that day.
Yup. No, I remember that, man. I remember that. I just put this on just because I needed you to, it's Victory Monday, man. It's Victory Monday.
Yeah, we used to have a lot of bets on that, and there was a lot. I wish we would have got the Super Bowl back then. It kind of hurt that we didn't get a Super Bowl back then because we were so good. You know what I mean? For those.
Yeah. You guys, man. You guys went to the NFC Championship. What was it? 3-4 years in a row NFC Championship game?
Yeah. Actually, we went 4 years in a row, and then 2 years after that, we went again. So like 5 times or whatever. Andy Reid had a good amount of times going to that game. I remember I was out in San Francisco when they went to the NFC Championship against Arizona. And I was like, all right, I remember being sad about that one because we were up at halftime, and then we ended up losing the game. I remember getting like super smashed, and I was like, I passed out on the sidewalk. I was just laying out on the street, and then two white ladies were just like they took me under their wing and like took me out for the rest of the night. they were like taking care of me. And I was like, oh man, because I was like really depressed, and they got me back on my feet, helped me get back to where I was staying. It was a wild experience, dude. That was a wild one. That was a terrible game.
Yeah, man, you guys were just a notch below the Buffalo Bills as far as heartbreak.
It hurts. I'm upset though, because now the Eagles have won a Super Bowl. Morgan didn't get to see that, right? And I'm just like, all right, are we going to reclaim a Super Bowl title like while he's young, so he could witness success at like a young age? That's what I don't want to be the yeah, daddy loves this team that always loses, and just be like, why?
You never know. I mean, you guys got some nice little young receivers. I like that. Young
running backs too.
Young backs that are nice. Good.
Gainwell and Sanders, they get after it.
D-line, I like Jalen Hurts. I don't know if he's the trigger man you need. I kind of looked at y'all's game highlights from last weekend, the game y'all won. Just kind of see what the offense looked like. It's kind of like a collegiate. They're running a lot of hard passes or whatever. You know what I mean? A lot of stuff behind the line of scrimmage. The offense seemed real collegiate. But your coach was like, whatever. I'm just gonna tailor my game plan to the skill set of the players that I have. So I get that piece. It looked good. I mean, y'all were able to move the ball up and down the field against us. We got a good defense.
But I think the one thing that they're missing right now is they're missing some brawn. You know what I mean? Like they need some big dudes. They need like a big back. Like, because I think that was the problem against y'all. Like they got down to the goal line, and then they had to do all this trickery to try to get the ball into the end zone instead of being able to just like line up, pound it out, like run it right into the end zone. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah. I feel like that's what they should have did. Obviously, the Niners have like a better D line than that, so that made it a little bit tough. But I feel like they're doing way too much trickery. Once you get down there and you start doing reverses and it's like, all right, just now you're struggling, right? Like you're not.
You were in the game. You played well, and you made enough plays to be in the game. I mean, you definitely could have won that game. Had a kick get blocked, and then got down to the goal line, just didn't capitalize. But you guys are still tough. Trash
is what I call it. I'm upset.
I mean, you're not undefeated like we are, but still good.
like the Niners, dude. I gotta send you some pictures of. Here's a funny thing, and you know what? I'm actually kind of upset, right? Because I have Morgan, and I'm taking all these pictures, and I'm realizing how many pictures there are, and I'm like, I remember when you had your son for the first time, and you didn't send a ton of pictures. You were just like, yeah, and I really wish you would have, because it would have made me be like, yo, what's going on with da-da-da-da-da-da? You know what I mean? But I'm pretty sure you were just like tired. You know what I mean? Like you don't have time for that.
Man, I don't know.
You was just living life, I
just didn't. I guess I just didn't send them. I'm not a big, Facebook guy or nothing like that. But you just hit me up, man. I'll put you on the camera. You put on a FaceTime or whatever. But yeah, I'll try to be about you. I guess do
it. They're grown now. I can hear them in the background. They're asking you questions and stuff. Like, yeah, Dad. No, I don't. Yeah, give me. It's like, oh, they're like little adults.
They are, man. They do their thing, man. So,
yeah. Yo, we didn't even talk about this because I'm realizing how strenuous being a parent is because it's like hard on the women. You know what I mean? Because they're breastfeeding, they're up like all the time. And I get like a little bit of nap here and there because I'll take it. But she's like with him like 24/7. I feel bad. I'm like, yo, let me help out. How was it like when your little ones were like infants? How was that situation for you? How much sleep did you get?
Man, you get sleep. You just get those little increments. I don't know how good a sleep you get because especially when they're real little. You want to check on them and all that kind of stuff. Plus, they wake up wanting to eat every 2-3 hours, that kind of stuff. But I try to help out as much as I could. I think I did a good job of that, not dropping it all back on her. Yeah. I had Emma, my oldest. I had her for. We didn't make enough money to really just drop her off in daycare back when she was born. So we just had opposite schedules. So me and her didn't see each other a lot, but we would just pass the baby off back and forth. So I did a lot of that, 10, 11, 12 years ago, whatever.
Oh, wow.
Miles I had help with, You know, I had them. My sister kept Miles a lot for me. My sister and her husband kept Miles a lot for me, and so you know, I had more help with the second one.
Yeah. See, we're
sleep. I mean, you know, sleep is sleep. I probably didn't need it as much as you did because you're older. You know, you're older than I am. So, you know, you feel like you're really in a sleep situation right now. Man. You know,
yo, that's facts. Yo, naps. Naps are so necessary. I feel bad because I'm just like, man, it just made me realize, like, I really do wish, like, you know, maybe if not been running around so much and not having so much fun, because it's like, oh, I really wish I had a little bit more of my youth to spend with, you know, coming up with them. But I mean, I'm not like old by any means, but I definitely love a good nap.
Oh man, I will take a nap on you nowadays. It just happened all of a sudden too. Now it's necessary. You know,
sleep with your mouth open.
You know what? I'm about to close. I'm getting ready to close my eyes right now. Is what I'm gonna do.
It's like, yo, hey, listen. I know you remember in college, like I would take a nap like at the middle of a party.
Oh, you took a lot of naps. You were a napping dude. You took a lot of naps.
Look, get in where you fit in, bro. If I need to sleep, I'm just going to sleep. But I would always rally back. I would always like, yo, what's? And then the second half of the party, you'd be jumping. I'll be there.
You've been taking naps for a long time, man. Long time.
No, Stephanie said nothing has changed. It's so terrible, man. I feel bad for her because I'm just always like, I'm just thinking from her point of view. It's just like, damn, this dude's just always sleeping. But she's always said it. She's like, it's really fun when you're awake. He's always napping. Oh,
that is funny. I do.
Anyway, yeah, this is super fun. I can't wait for you to come back out here. We definitely got to get up. I know I missed you last time with the COVID stuff and the baby and whatnot. But next time you come out here, we definitely got to get up and do some of that fun stuff.
We need to have game plan. You know, game plan. Go do something. Whatever. Yeah.
Or actually, we probably. Oh, you know what? My friend has a wedding in Texas. I gotta look at that. His wedding in Texas.
You gotta see where it's at, man. Let me know where it's at.
Stephanie, you remember where's that wedding at? You know where the wedding's at? She might not know where the wedding's at, but if it's over there, it's like, oh shit, I might it's in Houston. How far is Houston for you guys? That's a ways away. That's like 6 hours, ain't it?
No, it's about 3.5, 4. You know, but when is it though?
December.
Yeah, just let me know when you get a little bit closer. I might try to pop down there for a minute. It ain't too bad. I could drive.
Oh, in Houston? Yeah, I think we got it. I mean, the thing is, you know, with the kid, I don't know how it was traveling for y'all. We had a little one, but
it's, man, you know, I travel a lot for my job, man. So it's like, you know, the kids, they usually end up hollering on a plane, you know, whatever. But it's yeah, whatever. You know, they got to deal with it. You pay for your ticket.
Right. But I mean, is it cool to like just take him on the trip? But he's going to be so young. So it's like, I can't really take him to the wedding because he's going to be like, you know, he's going to be like, he's going to be under 1. So.
Well, you could take them. You just got to, you know, when they
not in this COVID structure in Texas, you know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah.
They'll mess around and try to cough on my baby. That's how. So I feel like,
you're probably right. You're probably right.
Like, here's some antibodies, and then now I'm fighting. Like, I don't need none of that. Anyway, so man, yeah, definitely got to come out there and visit. I'm gonna close the show out. Stick around for just a second in the green room as I close this joint out, and I'm gonna holler at you. All right. All right, that was Marques Alex. Thanks for joining us again on the BLERDPodcast podcast. We learned a lot. We learned about cosplay. We learned about guns, gun safety, gun knowledge, all that type of stuff. And we even talked a little bit about crypto, which I feel like needs to be a topic on the show a little bit more. If y'all would like to learn about crypto, y'all should drop a line. Let me know, because I probably could fill you in on quite a few of the intricacies of the crypto world. That's neither here nor there. Anyway, this has been another awesome episode of the Blerd Dad podcast. Please like, share, subscribe. Check us out on Twitter. Go ahead and drop me a Facebook message if you want. Instagram, Level Up Comedy, all that good stuff. Glenn Levels Up on Twitter, and let us know what you're thinking, what you want to hear about, because we got some things to teach you all and tell you all, and I just can't wait to share them with you. So until next time, Blerd Dad out.